Well,
Yeah, this
are you doing your first podcast?
Yeah, I'm doing my first professional podcast.
Drop my name. Drop my name.
Drop your name, Jason Steinberg. Well, Jason Steinberg, do you think that it's a good idea for me to enter the podcast world?
Yes, very much so, because your voice matters in the world.
My voice matters, literally or figuratively speaking?
Both.
Both. My voice matters in the world. So this is my first time. I really wanted to start my podcast with a bigger budget, but because this is coming out of my budget, I'm just going to have to do it grassroots, and we're going to bootleg the first episode. But I agree with you. I think my voice matters, but I think the most important part is, like, do people want to hear my voice? You think they want to hear it?
Everyone wants to hear your voice.
All right. So I guess there's no...
Let me put on... Well, he used to run the apartment building.
I know he still works there.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Hello?
Like me. Hello?
What's going on?
You don't remember me, do you?
Yeah, I do remember you, motherfucker. Your what happened? I remember one time your garage, something happened. Your garage door wouldn't open or something. Am I correct?
You are correct.
Yeah, I remember.
My car out?
Yeah, you couldn't get your car. I thought it was because I was black and you didn't want to come pick me up.
Well, that's true. I didn't want you in my car, but it was supposed to be for radio early in the morning or something, right?
Nah, it's a podcast. I want to start a podcast. The thing is, everybody's doing podcasts nowadays, so I wasn't excited about it. I wasn't excited about it because I was like, everybody is doing it, and like, what's gonna be different? And I didn't want to, like, hey, could you do my podcast? Could you do my podcast? But then I did Joe Rogan's podcast once. I did Joe Rogan's podcast twice. I did Theo Von's. I did some heavyweights, and I'm starting to like it. And it's people like my fans are kind of not forcing me into it, but they're saying like I should start doing it. So this is where I'm at right now, trying to do my first podcast.
You know, do it, but, you know, podcasts are getting caught on the long side now, you know?
Yes, podcasts are getting alongside, but that means sometimes this might not be interesting people, right?
That's true. That's true. Very true. You were in Cleveland one time for Halloween.
Uh-huh.
One of my employees dressed up as Ashley, Larry, and I looked exactly like Ashley. And you took a picture of it. It's still hanging.
It's still in the kitchen. I just saw it. I was just in Cleveland like a couple of weeks ago, and I saw it. And that was a proud moment, man. And I was like, yo, this club is bold as shit to have somebody serving people Hennessy and fried chicken. And all he had was his goddamn drawers on, son.
Oh, exactly. His drawers on, that was his.
And he was happy with a face full of fucking powder. Looked like he just did a line of cocaine for real.
I'm actually looking at some of my phone right now to show it to Steinberg here.
And he didn't win.
No, he didn't. No, and actually, he went a little nuts. We had to fire him too, but he came back and apologized after that.
Y'all fired a lot of people, man. Do you remember? Do you remember?
I don't live there anymore. I got out of there about 3 years ago.
Were you there? It was a white guy, an employee. He works in the kitchen now, but he was having a really, really bad day. And he was mad. He wanted to curse everybody out. He wanted to quit his job. He was like, fuck this. And he was like, fuck that. You know, and then he talked to me about it. He was a hothead. He was ready to go. And I had a conversation with him and kind of convinced him to like kind of calm down, look at the bigger picture of stuff. You know, people have different personality, but what do you want out of it? Long story short, like I saw him last year. He was like, you may not remember it. He said, but you had a conversation with me one time and I was about to flip out and you helped me get my shit back together. Now he's working there and his life is cool, but it really like meant a lot to me because he remembered me having a conversation with him trying to get him to chill out, man.
He was a kitchen worker or was he a manager?
He wasn't a manager. He was a kitchen worker, and he shared this story with me 2 times. I can't remember his name, man, but every time I see him, he always brings to my attention that, you know, I kind of curved him on making some bad decisions.
No, that's nice. You influenced somebody and you did it the right way, and now he's still got a job, and that's good. See, does that make you feel good?
It's a feel-good feeling, and that's what I want to do on my podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people talk too much, and I know people, you know, it's like the same shit, but I just want to really do something that make people feel good, man. But these motherfuckers on the internet, they hard as shit, man.
Oh, yeah, I know. But I just saw you on TMZ or something.
Oh, my God, on TMZ? On TMZ?
Yeah.
Doing what? Recently?
Talking about the podcast.
Oh, shit.
And there you are with two of your boys standing behind you.
Uh-huh.
And it was on TMZ last night, in fact.
What?
I'm telling you, it was on TV last night. I was flipping
On
around.
TV or TMZ?
TMZ. Well, it was TMZ on TV.
TMZ on TV. So it aired yesterday.
Yes, it did. Yep.
And it was me talking about a podcast.
Something about podcasts and Joe Rogan, and I caught it right as it started.
Oh, son, I'm about to find that. We're going to be able to find that clip. We're going to find this shit. Man, yo, here's the bottom line. I really felt like I was built for this podcast shit, man. And you just confirmed it just with that story.
Do it. Definitely do it, man. You'll get people, and I'll tell you, people make decent money doing that.
Man, what the fuck are you talking about, son? That's the number one reason I want to do a podcast. These white boys get money off of this shit.
I'm telling you, you know Tom Segura?
Yeah, I did his podcast.
Well, his podcast, he was offered $2 million by McDonald's. And they paid him the money, and then they listened to it the first time, and he's filthy. He's filthy,
right.
Filthy dirty.
Right.
They called up and he recorded it, and McDonald's said, "We canceled your contract because you're so filthy." And he goes, "Didn't you know, motherfucker, who you were getting?"
Yo, Google me, motherfucking Google me. It is. I cannot believe that a corporation would not have the foresight to Google the person they was going to give $2 million to. I think that might have been a setup, bruh. I think it might have been a setup.
No, because I know Tom. I know his wife, and they do this podcast together. I talked about it with him. He said it was real, and they pulled $2.3 million away from him, and he and his wife did a podcast. They recorded the guy calling in and left in a voicemail going, "Hello, this is McDonald's calling. We're just going to tell you that we didn't realize that you were so filthy dirty." And so he was going, and they kept cutting in and going, "He didn't realize that we just weren't as filthy as we want to be? We're dirty as shit?" He goes, "What, are they crazy?"
Yeah, but that's, you know what? That might have been a strategy to try to possibly get some traction. But they look at analyticals. They look at numbers. They look at they look at numbers. They don't necessarily look at the show. You know what I'm saying? And then when you say when you say, what is it, your mom's basement?
Right.
They think like they really thought that his mom was gonna be in the fucking basement.
Well, I tell you what, go back to their archives and look at the one that says McDonald's and listen to it, and you'll go, it was either a genius move or it's one of the funniest fucking things you could believe you're going to hear on podcasts.
The reason why it was a funny thing on a podcast, because it was fucking the better story is the story you get behind that, and I think that's what podcasting is all about. Real fucking stories that nobody know.
It is, and it's also the fact that you don't really have to come up with a punchline or any tags.
Right.
You're just telling funny stories that you can just keep talking about, and if you got somebody cool that can play off you in a podcast, it works like great for a full 60 minutes.
If you got the right person to play off.
Exactly.
I think I got the right person to play off.
Make it a white guy.
Nah, it ain't gonna be a white guy. It's gonna be a white girl, son.
Make it a white guy.
Nah, I'll keep a white guy. Why you trying to give a white guy more work, bro? Let's keep the white. Let's keep the white guy behind the camera, man. The white guy is speechless.
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because because DL. Every comedian of color has a comedian of color with them as a sidekick.
Right.
And it's becoming the world is becoming a world of diversity.
Right.
You need that. I'm saying maybe you have a reoccurring guest as a white guy then.
No, man. Why are you stuck on these white stuff, man? I'm here for the women. Listen, man. Women deserve equality.
Okay, I made a white woman up. Just a person of non-color.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you want a white dude, I would like a white girl. You know what I'm saying?
White girl, that's fine.
That's fine.
Make her Italian. Make her Tammy Pescatelli, as white and pasty as you can find.
Nah, she's not gonna be pasty, man. She's not gonna be pasty. She'll probably be blonde, but she's not gonna be pasty. But more importantly, she's gonna be somebody that's funny and somebody I like to talk with.
Now listen, I'm trying to convince Jason here to open a club with me in a place called Yarrow.
Oh my God, son! Bong bong.
And do it the way. Make him to me, as a color, you're most of your time, and also bringing a little diversity of having a few Asians every once in a while. But Goon is right for a club like that.
Goon is ready for a black club. But the only then why you want you open up a black club, and the first night you open it, you should hire that white boy you think you wanted me to hire. Yo, son, no. Yo, I'll be like, yo, you open up a black comedy club. I'm like, yeah, here's the white guy you wanted to hire. Have fun. But you'll win if it's Gary Owens. You already know he's the fucking blackest white dude out there.
I was gonna say Ralphie May.
Ralphie May, R.I.P. or Ralphie May-ish. Yeah, but I'm gonna start it, man. I'm gonna start it today, man. I'm gonna start the podcast today. I'm gonna start it today, and I understand sometimes it can be lengthy, but I'm just gonna try to do mine. No other way than I know, but just the Donnell way. Be real with people, and just give them my perspective on life. And they ain't even always got to agree with the shit, but it's just how I think and how I feel,
All right, no, that's what it is. You got to really, like in stand-up comedy, you got to be real on stage, as most people aren't. On a podcast, you really got to be real.
I got to be
Otherwise
real.
Lose them.
Right.
Yep.
So yeah, I appreciate
good talking to you.
You
I'll
too.
See you on the road sometime.
Yep. Good luck with her, and thanks for everything you ever helped me with and did for me, and the money you put in my pocket.
No problem. Bye.
All right. I was supposed to have, this is everybody knows that anybody just in ear length or ear shy length, or I don't know, what do you call it? If you're listening to this right now, I've had an idea of starting a podcast. I've been a bitch ass motherfucker. I'm not afraid of a lot of things, but the idea of me possibly, and I've talked about this before, the idea of me possibly talking into a microphone for 45 minutes with no instant connection, anything, scared the shit out of me. 7 months. It's been 7 months, almost maybe 8 months since I've done people's podcasts before. I've done Theo's podcast. I've done Tom's podcast. I've done Bert Kreischer's podcast. I've been talked about on almost everybody's podcast, which would make you think this is the perfect thing for me to do, but I was scared as shit. I feel more at home when I'm in an audience, on a stage, in front of an audience that don't know me, flat-footed with a microphone. That's my comfort zone. That's my comfort zone. That's been my comfort zone for 25 years. I have had some parts or roles, bit stuff around here, and I'm not a paid actor, but one thing I am is a stand-up comic that's been doing it for 25 years, so that's where it's always been coming from. But then I said to myself, fuck it. Why not give it a shot? And as you can see, you got to start somewhere. I wanted the dynamic studio. I wanted the state-of-the-art lights. I wanted the backdrop. I wanted everything. And didn't really get that out the gate. But what I do have is a microphone, an outlet, and a platform to talk shit to you motherfuckers. I do have a co-host. Co-host! What do you mean? You supposed to been out here? Yo, you didn't know your cue? What you was waiting for us to say? You've seen her on HBO's Def Comedy Jam.
No, I was waiting for you to stop
You've seen her on A&E. She comes from a place you never know. What you wanted, smoke screens?
You didn't even tell me you were starting.
If you was listening to the conversation, you understand.
You guys, I went in the bathroom to pee.
First off, can I introduce you?
Yes.
It's my show. All right, we're gonna start like this. This is the Donnell Rawlings Show.
Yes.
We do understand that. And I'm not saying it in an overbearing way or trying to be overly masculine because it's my show.
It's my house, but...
It's your house. It's my show. Whose house? Kate's house. So, but it's going to be the Donnell Rawlings Show. The reason why it's going to be the Donnell Rawlings Show, because it seems like as of late, every time I'm on somebody else's show, they feel like I talk too much. I had this situation come up when I did Angela Yee's lip service show. This was a live show. She gave me a microphone and I wouldn't shut up. And it wasn't that I wouldn't shut up like I was being annoying. I thought I was being funny.
You are funny.
Thank you. So how do you draw, or where do you draw the line on
When to shut up?
not when to shut up? How do you draw the line on being annoying and being funny?
I don't think that I think it just depends on who thinks you're annoying. I don't think it's about you. You just be yourself and let your people find you. I listen to the podcast.
What the podcast? The Notorious?
The Wu-Tang, the RZA podcast.
I got a lot of, and there was no way for me to do a podcast without even talking about that, because for 5 days and probably going longer, like, it's been the talk of podcast world. So there's a situation where I did Joe Rogan's podcast. People have heard this story. I was excited about that. I had been on the road for 7 days. Hadn't seen my son in 7 days. I knew I had committed to do Joe Rogan's podcast. At 12 o'clock, I got to LA at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I had to record a podcast because on the last podcast, Joe was like, "Are you going to do a podcast?"
Yeah.
And I've been talking shit for 8 months. So I had to go and do a podcast in the car by myself. First time I ever did, 45 minutes, and I got it. I was excited. And Joe was like, "Yo, you want to, after you do your podcast, do you want to sit on the RZA podcast?" I was like, "I'd love to see the RZA, meet him, but I want to go see my son." So I kind of like told him I don't know. Then he asked me again. I said, "I'm not sure." And then after me and Joe did our podcast for 3 hours, I was leaving, and as I was leaving, the RZA pulled up in the car. He gets out of the car, and the first thing he says, "What's up, Ashley Larry, you funny motherfucker."
You're like, I gotta stay.
I gotta stay.
Yeah, now you gotta stay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the RZA.
Were you guys friends? Had you met?
No,
before
we weren't friends. We weren't friends, but of course we knew of each other.
Yeah.
He's a founder of the Wu, the brains behind Wu-Tang Clan. And then, he was a part of the Chappelle Show years ago with Wu-Tang Financial. He's a hip hop dude, and comedy, everything is hip hop. So I was excited to go back in, and long story short, I sat back in on the interview, and some people say I was overly excited. Some people say
you seemed like that. You seemed at the top to me. Also, did you smoke weed on the first one?
I did. You can't. I smoked Kevin Smith weed on the first one too. But that's beyond the point.
No. But just knowing you as a friend, when I watched it, I thought you seemed like maybe a tiny bit either nervous or anxious or overexcited. Like you seemed like you were just getting into the rhythm.
I was all of those.
Yeah. So, but I know you. But also, like, I also know how you are anyway. You're the most high energy. Like, you're the person I think is on Adderall every fucking minute.
You can't give me Kevin Smith weed and then give me a Tito's and tonic. And I wasn't smashed, but I was feeling nice. But the thing was, I was excited.
Yeah.
And the reason why I was so excited, because on this podcast I did with Joe, we were talking about the possibility of him produce the podcast for me.
Yeah.
Jamie committed to it. Whether they do it or not, it doesn't matter, because I'm doing it right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't matter. But I was excited. I was finally going to get this shit off. And then when RZA came in, you want to answer your phone?
I don't know how to turn it. I have to do
You are
phone.
the most disrespectful,
you didn't tell me when you were starting. I was in the bathroom for 40 minutes trapped because he was on a phone call.
The cameras,
that he recorded.
The cameras are rolling.
Ask the behind the camera guy. Did he or did he not trap me in the bathroom for 40 minutes?
I didn't trap you in the bathroom.
Well, he told me not to come out.
No. Let's get that straight. That could be some allegations 20 years from now.
Okay, not like in the Me Too.
Not in the Me Too. I didn't trap her. What she's saying, my voice made her stop to hear my voice. It's something that a lot of people don't want to do.
Here's the thing about you that I love, and this is
something that you love about me.
Yeah, and this is, I think it plays to like the whole Rogan RZA podcast, and this is what it is. Donnell is the kind of person who's like a full energy, creative person. You go with the flow. If you have an idea to call your manager and record it in the moment, and that traps me in the bathroom, you're gonna do it because it's brilliant.
And the thing about it, we talked about you while you were waiting. I had a conversation with a guy who used to manage an improv comedy club, and we was talking about me starting the podcast.
Yes.
And he said, yeah, you know what you got to do for your podcast? He said, you got to get a white guy. Basically, he was saying people like white men.
Who are those people that like them better than what, white women?
White white people. I just think he thought that I should have some diversity, and I agree with him. I don't necessarily need it, but you know, what's wrong with having a white person? But I didn't want to have a white dude. I'd rather have a white dude behind the camera.
Yeah.
And have a white
I think it's
chick,
good.
woman.
You need
what
a
I'm supposed to
female
say?
perspective.
What am I supposed to say? Chick or woman?
Whatever. I like chick. I'm okay. I think woman's the technical, like the PC term.
So I could say white chick?
You can say white chick. You can say whatever. You can say white bitch if you're friends with me. But you got to be friends.
That word offended me, and I know I would never be able to get away with calling you a white bitch on the show.
No. Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. Listen. Let me finish what I was going to say about you.
Okay.
This is Donnell, okay? Donnell calls me. We're supposed to meet at 11 o'clock today. Mind you, I got up at like 7 to move all my furniture out because my place is tiny. Like the bathroom, the whole place is teeny tiny. Donnell calls me 8:15. He's supposed to be here at 11. He's like, I think I'm gonna get a coffee and come over right now, son.
I was excited.
I'm excited. I was like, motherfucker, I'm in bed.
Is that your impression of me?
I'm in bed. Yeah. Right. I was like, you cannot come over now. And then I go, Deary's coming first to set everything up at 9:30. He's like, so why can't I be there? I want to watch that shit. I'm like, fine. You know what? You can come at 10.
No, that's not what I said. No, this is what I said. No, you said you could come at 10:30.
10.
And what's his name again? I'm sorry.
Deary.
Deary. We getting Jury.
They just met. Dave Deary.
Deary, and then she said,
I said he's coming at 9:30.
Wait. She said Deary's coming at 9:30. You could come there at 10:30.
10.
I was like, is Deary gay? Like, what is like?
This is how it went down. I said, you can't come till 10. I still have to get a shower and get ready. Deary's coming at 9:30.
Yeah, and I said, what is he gay? He the only person can see you looking fucked up?
That's what he said. He goes, why can't I be there while you getting ready? What is he, gay? Why is he allowed to see you like that? I was like, no, because when you're here, I have to I have to be available for you.
I understand.
In a snap.
I was excited about it.
No, but the best part of the whole story is that he showed up at 11.
I showed up at 11 because I had to run a couple of errands and get a couple of cameras and get ready.
But the point is, that's just the way you are. So like even in on the Rogan RZA thing, I honestly thought you settled down after the first like half hour.
I settled down immediately. Like everybody,
you funny, dude.
Everybody wants a super serious Wu-Tang interview.
I thought
everybody want to enter. I think everybody want to enter Shaolin temples, and they want to know the intricacies of the Wu-Tang and how it got started. But my thought was this: of 25 years of Wu-Tang, 30 years of Wu-Tang, I thought that I might have been wrong, and they let me know that people might have been somewhat disinterested in a Wu-Tang question that he's probably answered maybe 200,000 times.
I honestly thought you were great adding comedy to every when you were But
RZA was on Joke Time too. When he first came in, he was like, "Yo, what up, son?" He said, "I want to do some joke shit." This is what he told me. He was like, "I want to do some joke shit," and he was trying to explain to me a style of comedy he wanted to do. And for me, initially, it sounded like something that Wu-Tang could pull off. He said, "We're gonna take some whack jokes, right? And then I'm gonna flip them, and then he was gonna put Wu-Tang on comedy." But the funny thing for me was he was funny off camera.
Yeah.
He was funny, but the minute we rolled, and not to say take away from anything, it just it felt like we entered a temple.
That happens sometimes. I feel like, because when I go to do Joey Diaz, sometimes we'll shoot the shit
I'm
for a
scared
half
as shit
hour.
to do Joey's podcast.
How come?
Because he go hard. He'll shut me out. He'll call me the wrong name. I love Joey, but that motherfucker start fucking with me and I won't have nothing to say. But I love Joey.
No way, you'd be fine. You would be fine. But I feel like a lot of times the stuff that happens before the mics come on, because everybody, when the mics come on, it takes a little time to just be yourself. This is not a natural fucking. We don't usually sit behind a shitty Walmart card table. Or
but
whatever.
that's it. But that's how it felt to me. Going into it, I felt comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it was just right before that, I had already asked Joe Rogan, can he spit a 16?
I know, that was so. That's what I mean though. I thought, and also Joe was laughing, RZA was laughing. That vegan stuff was so. When you kept saying, I don't hate vegans, but I don't want no vegan struggle play, all that shit, it was
and the reason why, because I don't vegans are some people that you could instantly hate.
Well, here's the thing. I have no problem with vegans if they don't push it on you like anything else.
That's my point.
Like the CrossFit people.
It's okay, and I've said this before, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
you're a vegan. But I did ask RZA a real question because some people are vegans for different reasons. Some people are vegans because of health stuff.
Yep.
Some people are vegans because they want to be socially conscious. And I don't know if there's different type of vegans you have to respect. But I respect what he said, and he said, my thing, and one reason he's a vegan, he said, because I don't think anything should have to die for me to live, and that made a lot of sense.
I heard that, and that's true. I was actually having this debate with someone I met last night who was a vegetarian,
right?
And I was like,
you said it like you always got to put the quotes up when you talk about it's like a vegetarian, a pescatarian, a humanitarian.
I just don't get why just be a vegetarian and not go all the way vegan. Like, so I guess if you're a vegetarian, you don't eat meat, but you can eat other parts like the milk or eggs.
I don't understand which diet is what. I don't
Vegan
really know.
is like nothing animal. But
Right.
vegetarians don't eat meat, but they'll have like milk.
But I
eggs.
respect even going as far as with what they eat. Like I respect a vegan is like, I don't want this leather jacket because we had to fucking kill a goddamn fucking cow.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Well, I think you have to do that.
But what I did respect, like when RZA was talking about it, he wasn't just trying to push his lifestyle on me. He was like, give it a shot. You know what I was trying to explain to him was, I'm not against being vegans. I just don't know nothing about it.
I'm not against vegans. I'm against how angry they get though if you just joke around about it.
They're the most uptight motherfuckers.
Like I had a buddy who was real excited about the Beyond Burger, which is like. You
ever had a Beyond Burger?
Yeah, I have. It's actually pretty good.
Shit.
Yeah, it's really
Snoop
good.
Dogg introduced me to a Beyond Burger. Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to not interrupt.
No, you're allowed.
No.
It's me.
No.
Wow, you've improved.
I want to be clear, and I've explained to this in life. Every experience is a learning experience, and I'm working on not being the interrupter. So continue.
I'm proud of you.
Continue.
All I was gonna say is, this guy though was making such a big deal about how excited he was to try the Beyond Burger.
Right.
I thought it was weird, so I tweeted.
Was he a meat eater?
He's like a kind of half vegan. Like every guy I know, by the way, who's a vegan started because the chick they dated.
Half vegan feels like bisexual.
No,
like make a decision. Like
for real.
You just want to be able to have fun at any party.
That's it. That's the truth.
That's it.
Well, most of the vegans I know started because they dated someone who was a vegan and they like got stuck there. But so that's what
Neil
this guy was.
Vegan and his attitude changed. But go ahead.
Yeah. But anyway, I just tweeted. I said,
no disrespect. Oh shit, that's a 212 number. Should I roll the dice?
212.
您好，这里是中国领事
Man.
电通知，您有一封重要文件尚未领取，如有任何疑问，请按
Does anybody?
请按8，由华语部门人工为您查询。您好，
Hold
这
on.
里是中国领事馆文件通知，您有一封重要文件尚未领取，如有任何疑问，
She said Shaolin.
8，请按8，由华语部门人工为您查询。
Wait a minute.
好，这里是中国领事馆文件通知，您有一封重要文件尚未领取，如有任何疑问，请按8，请按8，由华语部门人工为您查询。
Wu-Tang. Yo.
What was
so
that?
let me tell you something. I don't know what it was. I feel it's some type of scam or what is it?
But they kept saying Ashy.
You thought they said Ashley? I thought they were
Wasn't she
saying
saying
Shaolin.
Ashy?
I don't
No,
think
she said
so.
Shaolin too.
But it was like you see a number that with the 212 area code.
What is that, New York?
That's in New York, but not only New York, that's old school New York. That number, when you see that number 212 coming, it's usually somebody white of importance that's calling you.
That's hilarious. That's so racist.
It's the truth. It's racist, but the truth.
Really?
It's not bad racism.
No way.
It's the truth.
Really? But that wasn't. I don't know about that. I don't know races by area codes.
Okay. Let me explain it to you. All right. Let me explain
What
it to
is
you.
310? What's yours?
310, it's an agent might be calling you.
I'm 310.
Right, an agent.
I live in the hood.
Somebody weed 310, yeah. But a 212 is old school. Someone Jewish is going to be on the other line. And that's why I picked it up. It was some scam. I don't even know. That had to
I
be.
really thought she kept saying Ashy.
Was it Chinese?
You tell me you speak Asian.
I speak. Now that is racist.
You
I speak Korean.
Oh, I thought you spoke multiple Asian languages.
Nah, that's bullshit. That was racist
That
as
was
shit.
not racist.
Well, I do know the little bit of Korean. I do know that phone call wasn't Korean.
It might have been Vietnamese.
I don't know what. I know this is gonna sound wrong. I don't know what type of Asian it was on that phone, but it'd be interesting to know what they were saying.
I like how you're being so PC about this on your podcast, even though you have a whole
because I know if anything,
racist
I know
Asian
if, The reason why, because I know if any community that could ruin your career or just shut your shit down before it starts, it's the Asian community.
The vegans.
The vegans can shut you down. Asians can shut you down. Not too many Mexicans can shut you down.
I mean,
I ain't even seen no Mexican lives matter. Like, no disrespect, but I've never seen
that's
Mexican.
true.
I know, George Lopez probably gonna say, look at my page, motherfucker.
That is so funny.
But it's the truth, though. I've never seen
Now that I'm thinking about it, is there a case of a canceled Mexican or a Mexican who's had someone canceled, like anything like that? Can you think of any?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, what about Carlos Mencia, sort of ish?
But that wasn't Mexican uproar or anything like that.
No.
It wasn't. That was just beef. You know what I'm saying?
I guess you're right.
I haven't seen
a Mexican uproar.
Yeah.
Can you think of any? No?
No.
We're gonna have to Google this. Can I Google Mexican uproars?
No, but Mexican, what they do is they come together with the black uproars. And they come together. I
don't think that's true.
Yeah, I think so. George Lopez is on, he's just on any social issue, but for the most part, almost anything black with anything to do with injustice or whatever, George Lopez is on it, and
that's
his hate for Donald Trump.
Don't you think that's kind of weird? Like, now that I'm thinking about it? Well, now that I'm thinking about it, you're right. I can't think of one. In my memory, I can't think of any major, the Mexicans are upset about something.
Yeah.
Here.
I think they must keep their beefs on the low.
That's smart, I guess. They're just happy, man. Every Mexican I know is happy.
If I got a Mexican, do you have a Mexican?
A friend that's Mexican?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who friend I got Mexican?
What about Felipe Esparza?
Will he answer the phone?
I don't know. What about George Perez?
You got his number?
George Perez?
Yeah, call George Perez, see if he up.
All right.
Yeah, we can ask him.
Let's not even warn him. Let's just call him.
Yeah, I like him, and he a real Mexican nigga too. Not in a bad way. You know what I mean? He a real motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's
no, he's a real Mexican.
He's a Mexican.
He's
I like too.
Mexican.
Yeah. What is a Mexican?
I mean, I think he's actually,
like somebody works at Home Depot.
No, if he was born, I don't think he was born in Mexico. I thought he was born in Mexico, but maybe he wasn't. But
I got his number.
I got his number. I'm calling him right now.
Damn, I should have more Mexicans in my phone.
I have so many Mexicans.
Should I label them? Should I put them under?
No,
is that wrong?
That's so wrong.
I want to see what you got. How you save your numbers? I want to see how you save your numbers.
As your name.
Donnell or Donnell Rawlings? Donnell Rawlings.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. Is he gonna answer? It's 11:40.
Hey, listen. Just so you know, I'm calling you with Donnell Rawlings, and we're recording his podcast. And we were trying to think of someone we know who's Mexican.
Not just Mexicans, son. We want to know Mexicans that's down with uproars, like Black Lives Matter. Like, what type of do Mexicans have any any campaigns or any rallies just equivalent to an uproar and being upset about?
Yeah, we were trying to think of it.
And we was looking for a real nigga, a real Mexican motherfucker to help us, son.
Yeah, we need to know.
So I'm at the strip club right now. Hold on.
What? Yo, son.
Yeah,
wait.
You don't hear the music in the background right now?
No, we don't hear music. But this is great.
Yo, he can't be on the uproar if he at a strip club. You at a strip club, son?
He's at the strip club.
Oh my big booty. Oh man, we can't have Mexicans doing uproars then, son.
George, we need to know if there's a Me Too equivalent or a Black Lives Matter equivalent for the Mexican community. We can't think of anything ever.
Because we don't want, we can't do a movement like that because everyone who signs up, they're going to know their address and they're going to leave their house like the Mexico.
Oh, you think they're scared of getting deported? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, some DACA shit. Oh!
We don't got insurance, they just leave.
Oh, now it makes sense, son. Y'all ain't trying to get shipped the fuck out of here. Oh, shit.
Hey, hold on real quick. Hold on.
All right. Yo.
Going down for that countdown, guys. The new song. All right, hello?
He's a DJ.
Yo, that's funny. Yo, son, that makes so much sense, son.
But what about legal Mexicans?
Yeah, well, I ain't tripping. I mean, there's we don't play that shit. Mexicans don't snitch. Snitches get stitches.
Oh, shit.
Snitches get stitches.
Yo, if that's the case, snitches get stitches, right? How does the Mexican community feel about Tekashi 6ix9ine is half white, half Mexican? How do the Mexican community feel about Tekashi 6ix9ine going to court snitching on everybody in his Rolodex?
Man, fuck that motherfucker, dog. First of all, fuck that piece of shit, Tekashi 6ix9ine. When he came to LA, all the Mexicans were jumping him and kicking his ass.
When he came to LA,
all the Mexicans were what? Wanting to kick his ass?
Yeah, because he's a stitch bitch. First of all, Mexicans don't run Crips. We're not Crips. That's not us. They're over here in California, we hate that motherfucker.
Yeah, man, I think a lot of people hate him, but what I do think is, like, I know, man, sound crazy. I think if that dude come home, he's probably going to have one of the most successful rap careers in the history of rap. And the reason why I say that, like, you a real motherfucker. You know real street code. You know shit you don't do, shit that you do. But to be quite honest, the people that support him, they don't live by street code. They fucking trolls. You know what I'm saying? They're people that get excited, they believe the lies. They not real motherfuckers that are about that life. And I think what that said is that the people that, like, the life that he was projecting, those motherfuckers don't stream and buy shit. You know what I'm saying? But them streamers and shit, they don't give a fuck about snitches get stitches. All they care about is him being a troll and him going out and making people believe this fantasy world. I think if he comes out, that he's gonna be I think he's gonna be, it sounds crazy, but I think he's gonna be a successful recording artist.
Nah, because we're gonna get him, dog.
But yo, wait. Yo, you know what? Here's the reason. And I thought about that. Everybody say, well, nah, if he come out, they gonna get him. But Tekashi right now works for the government for the rest of his life. Like, even if he doesn't
it don't matter. We're gonna get him, dog.
But how you gonna get? But you know, if you get, like, listen to this. I know if you go, this is my thought. If people go at him, he's going to be protected by the government. I don't give a fuck where he lives. He probably would never be a mile away from some type of FBI agent that's on his every shit. But how you going to get him?
Yeah, they got Biggie and Tupac. They had whole crews around them.
Yeah.
Hey, Darnell, check this out, dog. Like, it'll get to the point where Mexicans will start stabbing other Mexicans for going to watch him. Like, okay, you're with him? All right, homie, we'll see you in the parking lot. Like, it'll get like that. We don't play that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. God damn, y'all Mexicans is more about it than niggas, son. Y'all don't play that shit at all, and I believe you, son.
George does not fuck around. Dude, he's at work. Should we look?
All right, yo, son, we needed that real street Mexican input, and you gave it to us, man. You put stuff into perspective.
I got you, my boy. Hey, dog, and I loved you on Joe Rogan with the RZA. Fuck what they say.
Thank you, son. All day, son. Yo, all day, son. They trying to stop me from talking, son. They trying to silence a nigga, son. They can't do that, son. They know I'm like this, son. Nigga, I'm Flavor Flav to Public Enemies, son.
My God.
I'm Flavor Flav to Public Enemies, son. I'm Old Dirty Bastard to Wu-Tang. Yo, man, come on, son. I'm Busta Rhymes to hip hop. Yeah.
This is what happens if we give Donnell a compliment.
No, I'm just saying. Yo, you know what it is, son. And that's what I'm just trying to let them know. I'm sensitive too, son.
He is sensitive.
I'm sensitive too, son. This shit hurt my feelings.
It did hurt your feelings.
Yo, George, let me tell you what hurt my feelings, son. You still there, son?
Yeah, I'm right here.
This is what hurt my feelings out of all the trolls. This is the one that really crushed me. When this mother said Donnell Rawlings is a clown ass nigga, right? Yo, I was offended. And I wasn't offended that he called me a nigga. I was offended that he called me a clown, son.
That's a good thing.
Ridiculous.
What?
Clown is
cool? Oh, yo, son, you know.
Love you, dog.
Yo, son, you know, if somebody call you a clown ass nigga, that's the most insulting thing you can say, correct?
I mean,
straight up, that's like calling someone a biatch.
That's not that bad.
What are you talking about? Yo, let George go. We're gonna talk about it.
George, I love you. Sorry I called you.
Like, look at like you know what pisses me off is when DJ Quick has that diss song against MCA where he's like, "You're not a killer, you're a comedian." I was like,
right.
What, motherfucker? I'll stand.
Right.
Like, you know, like they think funny clown fools.
That's what I'm saying,
like,
son.
Bitch ass motherfuckers. Nah, fuck all that.
Son, that's the point that I'm making. That's what I wanted people to understand. You know, like, just because, like, I had some good points in the Joe Rogan interview. The first one I did.
It was great.
When I talked about Nipsey Hussle, right? And I talked about, I talked about how important he was to changing the narrative in the hood, how important he was as leading by example, how important he was a connection. I said, with that said, a gritty motherfucker still shot the motherfucker, so we got to check ourselves within. You know what I'm saying? When I said this, but the motherfuckers will never be ready. Like the comedian, they think the comedian always got to be the clown.
Yeah.
And everything we say, they think, oh, you're trying to be funny. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm a serious motherfucker. This just happen to have a sense of humor.
That is so annoying. That is yeah.
But see, but the thing is about me and you, doggy, is we use our humor. In the beginning, I used my humor to get bitches, and then it became a career.
Right.
To get bitches.
Yo, what, man? You get bitches by making them laugh.
Yeah, for sure. That's why every comic starts, right? To get pussy. Isn't that
no. Every comic don't start comedy.
Hold on real quick.
Everybody.
Gentlemen, next show, girl, coming up for you guys right here. Give it up for the gorgeous.
Wait a minute.
I told you, he's a strip club DJ.
Wait a minute,
he's
son.
At work.
Yo, son, wait a minute, son.
Huh?
Yo, that's the funniest shit ever. Let me write that down. I gotta remember to talk about that.
You did it earlier.
Give me a piece of paper, son. Nah, man, I'm old, nigga. Let me get some paper. You try to put it on an app, nigga. Give me some paper.
I'll get paper. Hold the phone.
All right. Yo, that's so funny. But what you said is so real, son. It's like, as being a comedian, people think it's always just one style. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfucker think that you always going for a joke. You try to be funny. No, this is what the fuck I do. This is what motherfuckers get together. When you get together with real motherfuckers, guess what? You got a person in the room that talks too much, talks a little bit, and somebody that listen. You know what I'm saying? And as much as I respect the RZA, not one time in that interview did I feel like I was disrespecting him. And the reason why, because off mic we joked. Off mic he talked about wanting to do comedy, his style. We joked, so it was that energy, and I felt connected. Like, it's the RZA, son. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, how you ain't gonna be jittery? You know what I'm saying? How you not? Yo, how you not gonna be? Write that down.
What am I writing down?
What did we just hold on?
Strip club announcing?
No, what was?
He said it was funny that he's a strip club DJ.
Oh yeah, the funny that I'm talking to a strip. You DJing in the strip club.
I can't
shit
believe
right
you
now.
didn't know that.
I wasn't gonna. I wasn't gonna remember. That's why. Yeah. No, but damn, you made me forget what I was saying.
You were saying you were nervous because of RZA.
Oh yeah, I was nervous because of RZA.
I gotta go because I got
George is at work.
I gotta put on stage right now.
All right, no problem. Yo, keep on doing them intros. I love you, man, and thanks for the fucking the real talk, son.
For real, all day, my boy. Number love.
All right, son.
Aw.
All right. So part of our, can we write down the things?
You love that we didn't even warn.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can we write down the things that we're gonna do to have a better podcast?
I did.
No, you wrote strip club
What do you
DJ.
want me to
That's
write?
a joke. You're gonna help. I'm not making you write. I'm just asking you. But like, as we think of different stuff, like,
Yeah, of
we're
course.
gonna need to. What we just did was very bootleg.
Wait, are we recording now?
Yeah, of course we're recording.
thought we stopped.
We're always recording.
I didn't know if this was like a meeting.
Oh my God, man. I'm talking about me. I don't got focus. You're not even paying
I said a
attention.
meeting.
I was gonna write that down. You're gonna call George back on the podcast.
He's putting it in his
Yeah,
phone.
so basically what we're doing.
Call the strip club. Yeah.
Yeah, basically what we're
Like a
doing.
good regular.
I thought I was
That's funny as
interrupting. He
shit.
won't let me say. So basically, what we're doing is that we're doing the podcast. Of course, you hear it, but we're going to produce it also. So what I'm saying is, like, we should write down whatever we need
got
to
it.
do
That's a
to be able to
segment.
take phone calls.
Oh, I know how to do that. We got that.
We got that?
Better than this. We'll be able to do it better than this.
Yeah.
No, we already got that.
Yeah.
Strip club DJ phone calls.
Strip club DJ phone call.
I
But
thought you were saying you were gonna call George back on the podcast once in a while.
Oh, we will.
Oh no, we could. Like, I like his perspective and the fact that we could call him while he's DJing at the strip club.
I could not believe that
No,
shit.
this is the funny part about it, because I have a bit about that.
You do?
Oh my God, I got a bit about strip club DJ. Right? You heard it in his voice. It's always like, yo, son, I live for this. I'm about that life. Give it up. Let's help welcome Roxy to the center stage. You know, it's like,
she's like, we're gonna take him out, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, right. He's like this, yo, Mexicans, we don't play that shit, homie. And then next thing he's like this, Jennifer, that's right. We got Jennifer at the center stage. Yeah. Come on, Jennifer. Yo, Kate, I'm telling y'all, that nigga Tekashi 6ix9ine, he dead to me. But that's right, Jennifer coming to the stage.
Here comes Bunny
Center left.
Rabbit. Hop, hop, hop.
No, but funny, me knowing George is so funny. Because he looks like He looks like a motherfucker you don't fuck with.
Oh, dude. You know the best part, though, about George? Of all the guys, he does look like that dude. He's like...
He looked like one of them M numbers, M32s or whatever they call.
He's one of my closest friends. He's one of the only dudes
What number is it? The Salvadorian M33s? What is it?
The gun?
No, the gang. They always got tattoos on the side of their face. You don't fuck with them.
I thought that was a teardrop.
M13, yeah. MS13.
Why? What's that mean?
What? MS13s? Them El Salvadorian gangsters.
Why would I know that?
You wouldn't know it, but that's like what we... Okay, I don't know the origin, the history of them, but I do know no matter what neighborhood I go to, when you hear MS-13s, motherfuckers just stop joking.
For real?
Oh, El Salvadorians, they go hard. And the funny thing about it, my son is half a Salvadorian.
No way.
Yeah, my son's mom is my son's mom's mom is Salvadorian. My son's dad is black. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like I got my son is half black. Okay, I might not have said it right, but you know, my son is half black, half a Salvadorian, and his favorite snack is pupusas. But we get straight love in the Salvi community, especially with people. A lot of people don't know when they find out, like, oh shit, your son is half Salvi. You know, I get street clearance straight up.
Yeah?
Yeah. I shout out to all the pupusa eating motherfuckers out there.
I don't think I've ever had papusa.
That's fun. So listen, we did so people to know our background, because people are probably saying, I know both of them funny in their own right, but how the fuck did they link up? What gave them the idea to want to talk to each other? What was exciting? I know when you first met me, there were a lot of exciting things about me that you wanted to get to know. I'm pretty sure that.
Exciting.
I know you were in awe and like flabbergasted, like jaws dropping, like that motherfucker fine as shit.
Oh, yeah, that was that. No, actually, it was, I don't remember the first time we met. Do you?
Don't remember the first time we met.
I don't either.
Actually, like, I don't remember the first time we met in regard to like eye contact, but for some reason I came across you on social media, and I remember, and this shouldn't be incentive to want to work with anybody, and I know people may take it the wrong way, but I saw a picture of you in a bikini in Home Depot asking someone, do they know where the wood is, because you had to fix something in your place. Now that shouldn't be any qualifications for a job or anything, but for me it was like, oh, she seems interesting.
Yeah.
Cut to find out that you're a comedian, and not only a comedian, but a funny comedian.
Thank you.
You know, which is I don't know if it's a tough thing to do, but it's not such a thing that's such accepted, mixing beauty with funny.
That's so true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
so true. Nobody wants it.
They don't want it. They don't even want to feel like, oh my God, this bad bitch is funny too. I want to claw her eyes out.
Oh, thank you.
You know, and I can't front, and no disrespect. When you see you, like, you very attractive, you hot, bubbly energy and shit. And I was like, damn, she seems like a cool person to get to know. Then as I got to know you, I realized, yo, you're a funny motherfucker. And another thing I got to know is that you're very tomboyish.
Yeah.
And I know another thing I found out is that, you know, your Instagram, it's our life, but it's not all our life. It's a lot of it is what people respond to.
Yeah.
And because and the reason, okay, did I interrupt?
No, I just said yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying it, because I've talked to people. I'm sorry.
I love you.
I'll talk to people that have like, yo, man, she's so hot. She's so hot. She's so hot. And then they say, you show up to the show with like a baseball cap, some boy jeans and shit, and some Timbs and shit. And they like, yo, what the fuck just happened?
They say false advertising.
Switching bait.
I know. You know what's funny about that is actually when I played Chicago Theater with Joey. Did I tell you the joke Joey played on me?
No, but you did tell me
Motherfucker.
that you were, I remember you telling me that you were a little nervous because they wanted to dress up, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You can talk.
It's
your
your
show.
I know it's my show, but even with this being my show, I'm gonna be honest. With all the criticism, with all the dragging I got, whatever, you know, we are sensitive. I did have to. The only way you could get better at anything is look in the mirror. And what can you change anything about it?
It's true.
Or you can argue with yourself and you can say, nah, fuck them, they're all wrong. They're wrong. But you know, with all the accolades, when people feel good about you, you have to acknowledge some of the criticism, whether you agree with it or not. And then I said, you know what? Maybe I could have listened more. I'm
proud of you, and also it's so weird for me that you're doing such a great job at stopping and listening, because I'm so not used to it that I'm like, it's like a different person. But I know how hard you took that. Like, you played it off, you made fun of yourself, but I knew that it hurt
because
your
it is. The reason why is because I know I shouldn't, but I really give a fuck about people liking me.
Yeah, of course you do.
And the reason why I say that is because if you like me, that just gives off good energy.
Yeah.
Being likable is so much better than being hated. But nowadays, being hated, it's lucrative to be a hater.
Yeah, honestly, having haters helps you in every way. It's just more people talking about you, more people boosting you up. Like, the more people comment hate on your shit, the more people see it. So either way. But I hate being hated too. Like, that's a problem. That's why we're comedians. So we want to make
you hate
like
being
this.
hated. I wanted to do this podcast. I was trying to get inspiration to do this podcast. And I'll be honest, I got to the point, I was in a room with Joe Rogan and RZA, and that inspired me. But it was a conversation that I had with my fucking 4-year-old son that really inspired it. So I just want to play this, and I'm going to go to the bathroom, and we're going to just pause for 1 second. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Producer, that's what I'm doing. I'm setting it up. We don't got no producer.
I never finished the Joey story.
Oh, shit.
But we don't need to finish it.
All right. I'm going to let you, not let you finish the Joey story.
I just pause it and pee.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, but I'm acting like I'm on radio, and when we come back.
Yeah, we're going to cut it anyway.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like this, and when we come back, we're gonna come back with Cindy and Mandy. That's right. We're going to welcome to the center stage. But I just want to take this opportunity right now in the strip club DJ voice to say, this is the conversation that inspired me to want to take it on the ones and twos. But I'm nervous to do a podcast. Everybody is saying,
I'm nervous too.
What are you nervous about?
The podcast.
Why?
Because you're nervous.
Oh, you're nervous because I'm nervous? But you know what? When we're nervous, what do?
We don't give up.
Give me a high five. We don't give up.
No.
Oh, man. I think I already know who my first guest on my podcast is going to be.